Hey sexy, welcome back to the channel. You know, it occurred to me recently that I have two videos highlighting and describing different types of bottoms, and I have yet to do one on tops. We'll go through them one by one. We're gonna examine the behavior and we're gonna look at some pros and some cons, because not all tops are created equally. Now you might be wondering, Patrick, what's the point of this video? Okay, to be honest, I have no clue. I did the one on bottoms and it was super popular, so I'm gonna do one on tops and we're gonna see how it goes, all right? You're telling me what you wanna see, so here it is. I guess it's fun to look at different types of behaviors and either recognize them in ourselves or in people that we've met. Let's start with the most obvious type, the power top. A power top is usually proud of that moniker and he's ready to tell everyone and anyone who's within earshot, like it's some kind of badge of honor or something. Which, I mean, can you blame him? He knows that every slutty bottom out there, everywhere, is gonna swoon when they hear the words power top. What was that? Top. Now, a power top will often put on a masculine persona because he's got to play that part of like Mr. Macho, even if he's actually Little Miss Twinkletoes. It's also very possible that their behaviors are heavily influenced by porn, which, as we all know, is fun to watch, but rarely applicable in real life. All right, here are the pros. This is a good match if you're a power bottom, but honestly, the two rarely meet. It's like finding an unopened bottle of gin in my cupboard. It's probably not gonna happen. A con is that it could be very one note. I mean, if you're describing yourself as a power top, if power top is like the subject line of your Grindr profile, or whoever you're meeting up with, you've really set up an expectation that you are that one thing, so you better deliver. Another con is that a power top isn't necessarily gonna go around advertising the fact that he is also verse or likes to bottom. The two aren't completely incompatible, but you're less likely to get a power top that says, I'm also a power bottom. That being said, maybe he's never bottomed at all, which we all know a top who's never bottomed, rarely are they gonna be as good as somebody who's verse because they know the mechanics of the whole thing. Okay, next we have the anon top. This guy can also be classified under the DL category since he's probably having sex with you and he's not supposed to be. I mean, there's a reason he's doing it anonymously. He clearly doesn't want any kind of real connection with you. This guy is gonna seek out bottoms who have their doors unlocked and their faces buried in pillows. And who knows why he's doing this? He may be stepping out on his own relationship, he may just want to stay single forever, or it may be a kink of his. Whatever the reason, an anon top will be short on talking and probably short on sex because he wants to get off and get out. One of the pros to an anon top is that he's good for anon bottoms. Obviously, you're not interested in what their name is, what they do for a living. You don't care. One of the major cons is, and again, this is only a con for some people, is that he's basically just using your hole. Maybe that works for you, maybe it doesn't. But absolutely a real con with the anon top is that if you had a really good time with him, like say you had a really strong physical connection, maybe the sex was super amazing, it can be difficult to get back in touch with an anon top because they probably don't want to give you their phone number. It may be hard to find them again. And now, before I go on, this video is made possible by the generosity of my patrons. Patrons of my channel get perks like advanced access to episodes, behind the scenes content, and more. You can find everything at patrickmarano.com. And let me know down in the comments, what kind of top are you? Or who is your favorite kind of top? I like this top because I can go like this. Beep! Hello! Nipple time with this top. Okay, anyway, that's not the type of top I was talking about. You know what I mean. Okay, let's get back to the list. Back to the tops! Okay, this next top is the Casanova of tops. He's sensual, he's tender. He says lovely things. This guy's gonna take his time. He strokes your back, he loves to kiss. He's not afraid to go there emotionally. He's the romantic top. The passion that exudes from his lovemaking might have you asking yourself, have I found the one? Be careful, because the guy he was with yesterday was also asking himself the same question. It's easy to confuse passion with love, especially if you've been desperately trying to find your Prince Charming. You could mistake this guy for him. I'm not saying this top is shallow, a vain Lothario, a swashbuckling Don Juan who will swoop in and steal your heart. I'm just saying keep your wits about you. Now, one of the pros to the romantic top is that he can really make you feel special. Because in the shallow world of wham bam, he makes you feel desirable. A con, though, is you might develop feelings and he's not necessarily looking for anything. Oh, and another con, not good if you're in a rush. Okay, this next guy is the sub-top. A lot of times people associate a top with being the instigator or the aggressor in sex. There's a whole slew of tops who are submissive and want the other guy to take the lead. And why not? Just because you like to put your willy in somebody's butt doesn't make you some primal alpha control freak. Maybe you bark orders all day at work and sex is your time to be taking the orders yourself. Whatever the case, a sub-top is there for you. Pro, great for dom bottoms. Obs. Pro, it's nice to meet somebody who breaks stupid stereotypes. You might have some binary way of thinking and then you meet a sub-top. If that opens your world, great. Con, not great for sub-bottoms. Can you imagine a sub-top and a sub-bottom? They're just kind of like, you go first. No, you go first. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Well, what do you like? I like lots of things. Okay, can you pick one? Okay, this next guy should probably work in construction. I mean, like anyone who likes to pound something that hard and relentlessly should have a tool in their hand and a building to erect. He's really the antithesis of the romantic top. This guy doesn't care for formalities. He will not try to seduce you with gentle kisses. He's probably not big on foreplay. He probably watches all the wrong type of porn, and he thinks harder and faster is better. He's the jackhammer top. This guy is gonna like nail you into the ground. He'll dent your headboard with your head. He'll leave you sore and wondering what the hell just happened to me. And who knows why he is the way he is. He might be uncomfortable with his sexuality and doesn't know how to relate to it. Or maybe no one ever told him that the constant, relentless hammering of their butthole, contrary to what the guy thinks, doesn't feel that great. A pro is he's great for power bottoms. Another pro is... A con is he's gonna leave you sore and probably a little bit unsatisfied. And another con is that he's usually a one-note kind of top. Do you like the sun? The sun is like kissing my shoulder. It's been coming to say hello to me this entire video. The sun is like, I wanna be in this video. I like tops, the sun says. Sure, son, come into my video. Come to my window. Come on inside, wait by the light of the room. Come to... Actually, that's a very gay song. Is that Melissa Etheridge? That during your topping lifetime, you could be any number of these guys in any kind of combination, depending on your experience level, your mood, and even the vibe you have with the other guy. And speaking of tops, does size really matter? Find out here.